There is no need. Take off your clothes.
Hello and welcome everyone to the fucking Pod Daddy podcast with me, your daddy of the Pod Daddy, Daddy Randy, and my co-daddy, aka co-host, Daddy Pie.
Daddy pie.
And a lot of daddy is on the mind. It's not because I have a personal daddy of my own or anything.
Yeah, it's not like you have a personal daddy issue or problem.
No, not entirely. No, it's not the reason why I called this podcast Pod Daddy.
Yeah, well, he came up with the name. I'm just a pretty voice over here.
Yeah, he's a cute little pie. And the daddy one at that.
Well, I do actually want a daddy, but I'll be happy if it's you.
I was just gonna suggest myself as a daddy.
Huh, look how
So,
that played out.
yeah,
Damn. All right, Daddy Randy. I see what you're trying to do over there.
yeah. Ran this whole fucking week.
Pulling a
And
sneak,
I've
don't be.
just been fucking playing video games. Literally doing nothing else.
What else can you do in this beautiful times that we are living in right now?
Yeah, but I'm not even watching movies
How dare
or
they?
TV shows or whatever is happening these days.
Huh? Well, dude, to be honest, all that I'm playing is this game called Pummel Party, and you guessed it right, League of Legends. By you guessed it right, I mean you, not the retards
Yeah,
that are listening.
yeah, I need to save you from that game somehow.
Well, that game is gonna give me a heart attack one day, but I do love heart attacks. Wait, what?
Sure.
What? Wait, what?
Huh?
I have no idea. Oh my god. This took a weird turn.
Nah, it's okay. If anything, you're gonna have a stroke from it, not a heart attack.
So the chances of me getting a heart attack from this game is like 2%?
If you want me to wildly guess, I would say 10%, because that game is shit.
Alright. Alright, Survivor. That survived the game somehow.
I just left it. It's
Oh, you
it's the
smart.
easy way out.
Man, there's a lot of easy way out, to be honest, from a lot of things. But here's the one thing that you don't have an easy way out of, you know? Um, all right. So here is a question for you, Daddy Randy.
Go ahead.
All right. So have you ever heard of the 27 Club?
No.
Really? You've never heard of
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that was a very easy question.
It was actually, yeah. Huh, this is the first time I have to explain something to you. Well, other than my sexual fantasies, but this is something I have to explain. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, you crippled little fucker. Sit
Oh,
back and listen to what I have to say.
there's no need to tell people about the fact that I'm crippled.
Oh God. Oh man, shit, man. I'm sorry, I guess.
Now that people know, it's easy for them to find out who I am in real life. I'm saying that shit because I know at some point in the future, if someone hears this and hears some poor ass fucking dude in a wheelchair out there with a similar voice and the same what is it, inability to pronounce the letter R, they're gonna go, oh, it's that asshole, it's him. He was the one talking about Michael Jackson. And he's just talking shit about him. Go, beat the shit out of him, boys.
Oh, that's the guy that claims to be a doctor, but he's on a wheelchair. You sack of potato.
Yeah, you can't be a doctor while you're in a wheelchair. What?
What? What? That is
Uh,
highly racist of you and inappropriate. Daddy Randy,
Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, you can beat him up if you want, but don't say he can't be a doctor.
I mean, what is the fucker? Okay, no, fuck this. I'm stopping. Fuck.
Yeah, back to the 27 Club.
Yeah. Okay, let's hit it on that. All right, man. So the 27 Club. All right. When you heard the name of or 27 Club that I just said right now. Wow, this is weird.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So what came to your mind about it?
The number 27. That's literally all that happened in my head. In neon lights, maybe, but that's it.
All right. All right. This guy's gonna be a doctor soon, so wow. Imagine telling his patients, they're like, "So, doctor, when you told me I have cancer, you meant actual cancer, motherfucker. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? It's actual cancer. Why do I have to fuck around? You know, it just feels like you're gonna be a really good doctor, you know? So, because some doctors, beat around the bush. They're like, oh man, you know what? There's nothing to worry, man. Just take these medicines and you'll be fine. But in reality, you'll be just looking at them and you're like, bitch, you only have 3 months to live.
Yeah,
I,
it's to be fair, it's also weird seeing a doctor, in a park with a stick beating around the bush. That's what kind of shit is he diagnosing? A psychological problem of his own?
all right, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah,
Oh god. All right, that was beautiful. All right, so the 27 Club. All right. Now there are a lot of secret clubs or secret societies that have like these clubs that people can join, but it's so secret that you I think the only way that you join it is by someone that knows someone at those various clubs. You know. Um. Well, consequently, the 27 club, no one, it's infamous. All right, no one actually, like, you don't hear anyone talking about it because all the people that are worried right now when you want to talk about secret societies or secret clubs, they'll be like, oh, um that's simple. You have the Illuminati and the Freemasons. All right, no one focuses on, like, there are like the top 10 most dangerous clubs you can join in this world. All right, and one
yeah,
of them was shown in the movie of Tom Cruise, Eyes Wide Shut. Now, in that particular movie, they are talking about one kind of society or secret society, which was supposed to say secret, is that where their ritual is that they just have a huge orgy by wearing masks, all right, and the musicians that they bring to play in these kind of events, if you want to call them that, um, they have to be blindfolded so they don't see the orgy that is happening around them or the people. They don't have to know what the house looks like, who are the people that are there, even though that no one knows the person that is in front of him because, I mean, motherfucker, everyone's wearing masks. Like real big fucking masks just covering their faces and only their lips just showing. And after that, you just take off your clothes and it's like, oh, well, you see an old lady getting fucked by a young guy and shit like that, you know?
hold on. You get to take off the blindfold after you're done and see what's happening around you?
No, you can't. Once you're
Ah,
done, they escort you out. They drive you like in a place far away from where you were like sitting at, and basically you just don't know what happened. You're just getting paid big money, and you're just like, okay, I don't care, man. All I heard was moaning. I didn't want to be a part of it, but who am I to complain? I'm getting big bucks, you know. So in that movie, they just showed the secret society that was supposed to say a secret, that their own rituals is that it's a huge orgy party, you know. In order to be in that club, you have to actually, if you have a wife, all right, and both of you want to join that club, okay, at that point, if a dude walked up to you and he was like, I like your wife, I want to sleep with her, you can't say no because the consequences that's going to happen after that is going to be dire, and it's going to be hard for you to actually get out of there alive. So you have to accept the fact that this is one part of the rituals or the part of the ceremony or the thing that you have to do to be accepted in this club or society. So you take his wife and he takes your wife, and you just guys start like engaging in intercourse with just swapping wives just all over the party,
All
and
right,
that
hold on.
is weird.
There's a bunch of shit I'm gonna have to talk about on this matter.
All
Now,
right,
first of all, the the there is an insane amount of secret societies slash clubs slash cults out there that get very sexual very quickly. A
all
lot of
right.
them do so. And, this isn't an extraordinary phenomenon,
It's
but
not.
it's one of those that, oh, we know about them now. Maybe they do really exist, this specific group. But anyone who starts a cult, it's gonna end up sexual. So whenever you think of joining one, or whenever you think you may be in one, get the fuck out. It's only gonna get sexual, and it's gonna be crazy sexual. There's no not logic, but let's say there isn't any genuine structure, maybe, and it's a little too fucking much. Now let's get into the whole fucking blindfold shit. Now, let's say you're a new guy in this fucking 27 Club shit. And they tell you, oh, you're gonna go in there, this is gonna be massive orgy. You're gonna be blindfolded, so you don't recognize the people.
Oh no, they don't tell
No,
you that there's gonna be a huge orgy. You just sit there and play your instrument.
oh, okay, so it's just masturbation in a group. What the?
It's just you just go there. You think that you're gonna play for a party that you can't see. All right, even the attendees you can't even see them. So basically, you're just sitting there. After you're done, you just hear in the other room like a bunch of people like moaning, and they're like ugh, and the ladies are
Oh
going,
well,
oh, harder,
oh,
harder.
you just okay, like a musician. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly. Yes.
All right. Well, how would you know that there's an actual? Maybe they're fucking with you. Maybe someone out there has a massive library of videos of musicians making music to the sound of general moaning, and there's nothing sexual going on. But these guys are fools. They go in there blindfolded without any ability to recognize anything sexual going on, but just hearing moans. Oh yeah, no, they're fucking. Let's play a harp or whatever the fuck they do.
All
Yeah, that's
right.
it.
All right. Okay, okay. I understand where you're coming at, or where you're coming with this, but more reading about this club that I suddenly forgot the name and can't find it anymore. Um,
27 Club.
oh no, it's not the 27 Club, the Orgy Club, the one that Tom Cruise made a movie about. Um,
Okay, are they
it,
not the
it's
same? Oh,
no, the I'm gonna tell you about the 27 Club right now. There's an article over here that I'm gonna read to you. It's a really small article from the Rolling Stones.
okay.
All right. So the thing about the club that Tom Cruise made a movie about is that that is actually what's gonna happen. And every time they have a meeting, they just sit there. They wait for the Big Daddy to show up. All right. After he shows up, he starts taking off the clothes. They start all taking off the clothes, and the sexual ritual starts. Because the owner and the founder of this fucking club, all right,
I'm gonna have to stop you there. I
all
should
right,
have stopped you earlier. First of all, don't talk about our cult, alright? We're gonna have to bring in any daddies who go in. Like, don't mention our shit. We're gonna have to cut this bit out. We can't let the people know about what we do.
fuck my ass. Damn, I just said too much. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay, continue.
All right. So we're gonna go to the Rolling Stone. All right, about the 27 Club. Here's a brief history about it. And all right, so from Robert Johnson to Anton Yelchin, 20 stars who died at the age of 27. So the 27 Club has become one of the most elusive and remarkably tragic fucking clubs in rock and roll history. All right. The term became widely known after Kurt Cobain's death in 1994, with rock fans connecting his age of that of Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Brian Jones, and Jimi Hendrix. All right. So all of them that have died, okay, within just 2 years of each other. Like this dude just passed away. Let's say that Jimi Hendrickson passed away in 1970.
Yeah, but
1972, another celebrity dies every 2 years. Someone just tragically dies.
yeah, but then they all just die of severe cocaine addiction or something,
Uh huh. So
just an overdose.
okay, that is one of the main things that people are actually dying from, those celebrities. See, because the 27 Club, all right, one of the most famous musicians of rock, okay, that died at the age of 27, all right, here are the names: Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Robert Johnson, Brian Jones, Ron Pickpin, McKernan. The fuck is that name?
Sure, man, whatever.
Yeah, Chris Bill, D Boone, and Richie, Richie Edwards. Now, here's the thing. I'm telling you about the 27 Club, which actually made me fascinated to actually start reading about it, because every everyone that actually wants to be a famous musician, a famous artist, a famous actor, actresses, singer, shit like that. None of them, all of them that are like just suddenly famous and they have amazing music, okay, within just 1 year, and everyone knows about them and they're crazy about them and they listen to their music and they can't stop thinking about them or listening to their goddamn music. They all joined the 27 Club. Now, the 27 Club, in order to join it and become famous, and whatever you desire will be yours, fame, you want to be rich, you want to have a lot of money, you want to have a lot of sex, a lot of cocaine, a lot of booze, everyone will know your name. Sure, we can actually make that happen, but you have to sell your soul to the devil. Now, in that pact that they are doing, all right, that they are selling their soul to the devil, okay, they don't get like, hey, when you reach the age of 27, or, well, to put it in this way, you're not gonna pass the age of 27, but you're gonna die soon, really young. All right, but we're gonna give you whatever you want. So they don't tell them that they're gonna die at any given day or any given year before they reach the age of 27, because they don't know when they're gonna die. Now, the people that died, the famous people that I've just mentioned, like Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, and Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse, she was anorexic in her last year before she died. Okay, and she was an alcoholic. Everyone knows about that. Family Guy had made a lot of jokes about her. But her bodyguard, when she passed away, Amy Winehouse was in her hotel room. Her bodyguard was outside. So at 2 a.m., he just opened the door to check up on her. She was laying on the ground, drinking heavily, laughing at the TV. So he said, "I'll take a break." 1 hour later, he comes back. He finds her passed out on the ground. He calls the ambulance. The ambulance come. Once they came and saw Amy Winehouse and tried to bring her back to life, it was already too late. Kurt Cobain died from a weird disease. Many other people in this 27 Club, it's either they die from drug overdose, alcohol, sudden cancer, or sudden disease, or suicide, you know, because many believe. Right now, I just believe that this club is actually dangerous to actually join if you want to be famous. But many believe that the devil himself, when he wants to claim the soul, when he comes back to them, he makes them do these weird shit that they die like from drugs, suicide, or alcohol, or sudden disease. All right, so he can claim the soul that he bought, but was waiting for the right time to actually claim it. Now, the 27 Club is
Oh God,
a,
it's just all the.
yeah.
It's just the devil sitting there thinking it's free real estate.
I mean, motherfucker's just sitting in the corner. He's like, that is actually tasty over there.
Yes. Yeah, she's 27. Yes, good. Fetch me the anorexic. Mm,
Dude, I just feel bad for for the people that are like, they're trying to be this famous person because, they come from poor families, or they're trying to make it into this world. and all of a sudden it's just fuck, man. They just get fucked. It's like they don't know what they're doing. What kind of deals are they making with the, let's say, Lucifer or Satan? You know?
with themselves even. Look,
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna be very dismissive about this, but continue about the whole 27 Club.
Oh, all right,
I'm
all
not. I'm
right.
not. I'm not gonna say that I don't think they exist. It would be weird for me to just dismiss their existence overall, but
They,
all these rock stars and all the I'll talk about it when you're done.
all right. So many more examples right now. Now, there is this person called Robert Johnson that was born in 1911. All right. Now, many people believe that he was in the 27 Club, and it was created in a time that no one knows when. But Robert Johnson was one of the first victims of the 27 Club. All right, that's what everyone actually believes in this shit. Now, Robert Johnson wanted to become a famous guitarist. If I that What the fuck am I saying? Anyways, so Robert Johnson, all right, his father plays the guitar, his brother plays the guitar, but Robert Johnson doesn't know how to play the guitar. So he just keeps on like trying to play the guitar, and he would annoy the entire neighborhood. Annoy the neighbors, annoy anyone that listens to his playing. Now, many people went to his father and they're like, please, they stop begging him. They're like, please tell your son to stop playing. He's annoying everyone. He's like, he's not hurting anyone. I mean, like, he's just having fun. All right.
Didn't you hear about the fucking basement?
No, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I've been just baffled. I mean, just get inside your room, close the windows, close the door, and just play the
It's
guitar
not
over there.
just go in the basement. Do all the weird shit.
Yeah, masturbate while you're playing the guitar. No one's gonna tell you nothing. But
Sure.
but I don't know. Maybe he was playing outside, know, on the front porch. She's like, I'm gonna play the guitar. I know I suck, so I'm gonna annoy everyone in this world. So the second time they came to his father, they're like, please, we are like actually begging you to tell him to stop. And he was like, you know what? All right, fine. He went to his son and he was like, son, the neighbors are annoyed. All right, they would love it if you can stop. Maybe playing the guitar isn't for you. So Robert Johnson got upset and he left his house at 11 p.m. He went to a place called Crossroads. Now, over there, he was just standing. He didn't know where to go. He had his guitar on his back. So he stood in the middle of the crossroad and he started playing the guitar. Now, to his saying, he said that all of a sudden this big black figure just came up to him, grabbed his guitar,
Uh huh.
all right, started what do you call it? He started like, adjusting his guitar, all right, and the strings, and then he played him a piece. And then he told him start playing a piece right now. As he was trying to play the piece, he also sucked again. Even though that big black figure just adjusted the notes and everything, he still sucked. So he kept on playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. The dark black figure just vanished. All right. And then he was interacting with the devil. At the beginning, Robert was actually afraid of what he was seeing, but
This motherfucker's. The cocaine is kicking in at this point. Yeah. Please continue.
no, keep in mind, this dude actually um started becoming a drunkie later on when he became famous. But here's how he became famous. He disappeared for
But
6 months.
no, of course he became drunk later because he doesn't want to have that fucking memory come back to life with the cocaine. He probably left cocaine after he saw all this shit. It's like fuck this, no more for me. I'm going back to alcohol.
I mean, sure, that is a good medicine for some people to forget about stuff. But all right, all right, all right. Here's where things get a little bit funny. He disappeared for 6 months and he made a pact with the devil. So he came back and his father was actually playing in one of the local bars. So his father saw him and he was like surprised. He was like, finally, my son came back. So he went to him and he was like, where did you go for like 6 months? I'm happy you're back, but I need like for you to explain to me, where did you
Yeah,
go?
dude. What the fuck? It was just the neighbors complaining you were allowed for a little bit. I mean, shit. What if an actual argument happened? Are you gonna come back after 11 years? I mean, I thought you were on cocaine, but holy shit, no drug lets you out for multiple months.
Goddamn, you're right. Not even meth.
Maybe.
Maybe, man. I guess we just have to experiment with it, so we can know
Yeah, no,
really.
I like home. Thank you very much. Everyone who's listening to this, stay at home. Don't infect people.
Yeah, don't affect them with your
Yeah,
gayness.
don't get high on weird shit. Don't snort your keys and go outside.
Snort your keys.
No, don't snort your keys.
Have you ever met someone snorting his own keys?
No. I mean, sure, you could say they were snorting it from their fucking ears.
Huh? Wow. Wow.
Because some
Oh, okay.
people have to clean their ears with their keys.
Yeah, I don't know why they say you get a weird satisfaction about. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people.
Yeah,
And
yeah, if you
yeah,
thought the 27 Club was fucked up, those people are fucked up. Holy shit.
I gotta agree with you on that one. I mean, like, what the fuck is wrong with them, to be honest?
Yeah.
Anyways, he told his old man, are you on a break?" He was like, 1 minute. All right, look, I know I'm gonna edit this out, but can you give me
No,
2
no,
minutes?
it's okay. Keep everything in. I like this. I like the
No,
awkward silence.
no, I'm gonna go for like 2 minutes. That's why I'm gonna edit this
Oh,
out.
okay. No,
All
no,
right,
just keep going. I'll talk by myself. I'll do this. We can still cut this out later.
all right, I'll be back.
Yeah. And so, Daddy Pie has left the conversation. It is only I, this moment, Daddy Randy, here contemplating about the 27 Club. Is it all true? Could it ever be? Or are we just talking about a bunch of fucking rock stars who don't know what to do with their lives after they found so much success and wound up dying very young through different reasons? How could these people, I mean, how could they find such guidance in life? Could it really be that this big black dude with unknown origins influencing everyone, even the anorexic female? Or is it just me contemplating about shit, connecting dots that don't really exist? Well, I mean, they exist, but there's no need for me to connect them. But I guess this is all normal. No, this isn't normal. I mean, you know, it's normal for human behavior. It's okay. Your brain tries to connect dots. It's what it does all the time. It's the reason why there's some you think there's something to your periphery, either your left or your right, and your brain tries to make a face out of it, or a human, or just a figure in general, and you look, oh no, it was just the a dead rat in the distance. It wasn't an actual person. I don't know why I went to dead rat as an as an example. It could be clothes on a fucking bed or anything, but no, dead rats. Yeah, of course, people look to the right or left and then think, "Oh no, there, yeah, just a dead rat." Oh, how weird! I'm not even, sitting in some sort of underground subway of some description. I mean, I'm not saying that there's an above ground subway. I don't know what they call it. The fucking trains that are inner city but above the fucking ground. Definitely not a fucking subway. They don't call it that. Yet again, we still go back to this weird concept of the 27 Club. Why is it called the 27? Oh, yes, the 20, of course, the 27 Club, because they all die at the age of 27. How could, well, but I mean, at that case, they didn't call it, it's just people from the outside calling it 27 Club. Actually, it's a good reason of argument for me, a good reason to dismiss the 27 Club, because who the fuck makes a club and says, oh, it's the 27 Club because people die at the age of 27? It's a little on the nose, isn't it? You wouldn't join the club if you know about the previous dudes who entered and died at the age of 27. Could you are you able to join the club at the age of 28? If you passed the age of 27, and you're at the age of 28, do they still accept you? Do you go back in time and die, or is it the opposite of aging? You actually become younger until the age of 27 and then die. What if you're 111 years old and you joined the 27 club? Would you go back almost, 74 years? You'd have extra 74 years. So actually, you've lived 185 years. Holy shit, that is good investment, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Daddy Randy is all about. Good, legitimate investment. Holy shit, that is amazing. But I mean, yeah, it's a massive gamble to wait to get to the age of 111, especially if you're male, because males die before females. So good luck reaching that age. Anyway, I don't know anyone who did. I don't know about anyone who did. And those who did, they're way too old that you don't act. They don't have any genuine credentials because they were born in the 19th fucking century. No, I mean, yeah, 20th century. Why not if they exist today? But if they existed, if they were 111 by the age of, let's say, 2001, uh, they would have been born in the 19th century, which is insane, and they would still have the ability to join the 27 club, making them live even longer. Now that is some creepy ass shit. Imagine seeing your grandpa being quite ancient, the grandfather of your father, in fact, because that's how old the motherfucker is. And the older you get, the younger he gets, not only in age but in fucking physiological state, biologically speaking. That fuck, he's just getting younger and younger, and suddenly he knows how to play the guitar, and he has this cocaine addiction, but he's not dying from it from some reason. And then your grandkids are gonna see the grandfather of your father die for cocaine addiction at the biological age of 27. Holy shit, that is quite the fucking story. Oh my god. And this is absolutely insane. How could this is good story material. Someone make a movie about this. God damn, no. Yeah, fuck it. Why not make a movie about this? Shove in a love story if you want, maybe one or two.
All
God,
right,
that's.
what just happened?
Oh, hello. No,
I can
please continue with this.
I Okay, I'm gonna listen to this later, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's. I'm not gonna mention these points that I've mentioned again. Just in case of repetition, but I've made some good points and you can hear it later and figure it out on your own. Why I don't see this 27 Club as effective as what some people would claim it to be.
All right. All right. I'm in for a good listening then.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna continue about Robert Johnson. We're almost done with him. Robert Johnson. After he came back, he told his old man, "Can I have a turn on the stage?" He told him, "Are you sure you want to annoy these poor people?" He was like, "Give me a try." He was like,
I
"Right."
assume this isn't a big stage, but a humble one that you would, let on some fucking nobody to try out.
Yeah, it's not a big stage, but it's like as humble as you mentioned, you know.
Yes.
All right, so he was like, "All right, be my guest." So he got up on stage with his guitar. He started playing. After he started playing, everyone's jaw just dropped to the ground, and they were like, "What the fuck? This dude that we've been complaining about can play this well?" They were all shocked. Everyone was in shock, to be honest. All right. So after that, his father told him, "Where did you learn to become this good?" He was like, "I got help from someone for 6 months, and I know that I'm ready to play music." Now, Robert Johnson actually changed the blues music game. You know, he made it more what the blues are, the blues music is today. You know,
Yeah.
so now about his death, there are like numerous stories about how he died. One day, someone said that um he died. He died in August 1938. All right, he was born in 1911 and died in 1938. So,
Yeah. Okay.
they claim that Johnson made moves on the wife of the owner of the roadhouse where he was playing, drank from an open bottle of whiskey he was offered, and died 3 days later. Okay, of strychnine poisoning and some
Ah,
weird.
I think you mean strychnine poisoning.
Yeah, you're a doctor. You know better than me.
Is it a STR?
Yeah.
Yeah, strychnine. Uh, a point of fact: strychnine poisoning is one of the worst poisons you could ever have in your life because it doesn't kill you quickly. It gives you a horrible, painful death.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So imagine maybe it was in that specific drink that he took it. It,
Yeah.
it was obvious poisoning. This is murder, by the way. This isn't. You don't just have strychnine poisoning.
By the way, there's two things: the strychnine poisoning that you mentioned, and the one that I just sent you right now.
Oh, pneumonia. Okay.
Yeah, both were in the drink.
No, that's not. That's just. Never mind.
All
That's
right.
not a thing you get. Yeah, that's a different.
I don't know.
It's in your lungs.
Yeah.
It could be from an infection. It's okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is one of the famous reasons why he died. You know. So but one of the other reasons why he died is that there's like evidence about it, which there are no actual evidence about. He was making out with one of the what do you call it? One of the whores of the owners of the roadhouse where he was playing.
Okay.
So the other thing was he actually what do you call it? He has a song. He made 3 albums. Okay. One of them was called what do you call it? The last one. It's Me and the Devil's Blues. All right, that was in his last album, and the last thing that people actually like didn't take to consideration. But in this song, it's just the opening that actually just is kind of weird because all of his songs, Robert Johnson, was him talking about the devil. All right, his relationships with the devil. So in this song, in his last album, right before he passed away, he said, "Early this morning, when you knocked upon my door, and I say, 'Hello, Satan, I believe it's time to go. Me and the devil walking side by side. I'm gonna
The
see my
fuck is
woman.'"
this a date?
I don't know. He said, "I'm gonna
Anyway,
see my woman till I get satisfied."
he's gonna see his woman until
Until
he
he
gets
gets
satisfied.
exactly, you know. But
Is his
that's
woman alive? Is that
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it's just the opening that when you knocked upon my door and I say, "Hello, Satan, I believe it's time to go." Me and the devil walking side by side. Now he was talking about Satan a lot and the hellhounds, which everyone knows that the hellhounds are the dogs from hell that drag your soul into hell.
yeah, yeah, hence the name, Hellhound.
Exactly. Viewers,
Maybe
we
they
are
have three heads instead of one. I
we
don't
are
know.
making this as simple as we can for you, listeners. So,
Yeah, simpletons. I mean, listeners.
yes, simple fuckers. Anyways, so yeah, Robert Johnson. This is one of the like proof evidence that because all of his music, like I told you, he was singing about the devil and hellhounds and the relationship between him and the devil. Now, this is his last song in his last album. Okay, no, not the last song, but he's like one of the last songs that he wrote in his final album, Me and the Devil's Blues. And here's the thing. This dude accepted his own death. I mean, he died at the age of 27, okay, on yeah, August 38th, all right, after his 27th birthday. Like he just celebrated his 27th birthday. Imagine that after a couple of days, you just like fuck off because this dude is a legend to me because he accepted his own death. Unlike some other fuckers, all right, that are just like, No, no, I'm not ready to die right now." This dude died really young. Like he had nothing in his life. He became something by selling his soul. After that, he just died at a young age, and people claim it's because he was kissing the owner's wife or fucking the owner's wife where he was playing. and he offered him a bottle of whiskey, and he got poisoned. But to me, all right, the other evidence were on his music in the last album, where when you knocked upon my door and I said, "Hello, Satan, I believe it's time to go." That is like full proof that he knew that one day he's fucked anyways, you know?
Yeah.
And keep in mind,
Well, this
all
is
of the
yeah,
information that I'm giving you is like from actual articles from Rolling Stone and other websites that are like legit. It's called.
yeah. It's okay. We can read these and I'll come up with my own thoughts about it. I mean, you can have this entire story on one hand, but on the other hand, maybe he just he didn't know what to write about, and he thought, oh, I'm gonna write about the stories with the devil and how shit happens. Maybe he is talking about his personal life, but he's not actually talking about the devil. Because if
Could
he
be.
did, he should really have at least a couple of songs about that big black fucking dude that fucked with his guitar and disappeared one day. I mean, that very day. That sounds like it's song worthy.
Yeah, that does sound like a song worthy, to be honest, but there
Yeah,
are like no songs about it. He just said his story. He actually wanted people to go to the crossroads and get as good as he did and sell their soul to the devil. Like he
yeah,
specifically said, you have to be at the crossroads before midnight,
okay.
just like minutes before midnight. You have to be there, play with your
Yeah,
instrument.
but that's that's the extra fucking superstitious scheiße. I
Yeah,
mean, really,
it's
before
nice.
midnight, 2 minutes before midnight, a big black dude will show up. He will not fuck you, but he will take your guitar and he shall fuck with it and somehow disappear, even though he's a very big black dude.
Somehow, no one knows. He
Yeah,
shall disappear. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna give you another example of making a pact with the devil. Because okay, if me and you we made a pact, all right, it's either we say this is a pact for life or a pact for a certain time of period of time, you know? It's like, all right, when we reach 60, at that point, we might actually have to start sucking each other's dick. Now that's the pact. When we reach 60, we suck each other's dicks. All right? Now
yeah,
that's the
but
pact.
uh, we have to mention all the assholes out there who don't actually live up to the pacts they've made. They break those pacts, and those people exist.
Oh, no, 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 no. It's just one more example. His name is Nikolai Paganini.
Ah, fuck. What? Okay. The moment you said Nikolai in my head, oh, Tesla, but no, it was this weird other fucking last name.
Oh, fuck, I disappointed you, man.
Is that Italian? Is that
Yes, yes,
Paganini?
good job.
Hey, Paganini,
Paganini.
I'm gonna make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, but he didn't do a deal with the devil. His mama did.
Oh, fuck. That's even worse.
Surprise.
Oh,
Surprise,
shit.
motherfucker. You didn't see that coming. Nikolai
Uh,
Paganini was born on October 27th, 1782, Genoa, Italy. Now, Paganini was in his mother's womb, all right? His mom made a pact with the devil that once her child is born, he will become one of the famous violinists to be ever existed. Now,
the
Paganini,
most famous violinist. That alone is the most fucking Italian thing I've ever heard.
I mean, she could wish for the best chef in the world, but no, a violinist.
Specifically, yeah, violinist.
Yeah, can you
I
believe
mean,
that?
here's the thing: the food is already good there, so they don't need that.
Really? Is it that good? Have you went there?
No, of course not.
Damn
But
it, have
it's just stereotypically because they like to cook and to do the stuff, and
and the pizza and the pepperoni and the pasta
eh,
and you mama your last meal, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, you heard it here first, you fuckheads. Don't steal it and put it somewhere else and it becomes famous. You mama
sure.
your last meal. I really love it. Anyways, so yeah, Paganini, after he was born, at the age of 5, his teachers were actually finding a hard time to keep up with him because he was so advanced for his own age to play the violin. And when he reached the age of 7, his own teachers just gave up, and they were like, Paganini is actually teaching us how to play the violin. We're not teaching him how to play the violin anymore. He was that good. His teachers just gave up on him. At the age of 12, Paganini was worldwide doing tours, playing violin everywhere around the world. All right?
At the age of what?
12.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he started at a young age. Now, Paganini, he was a not really tall. He is 165 meters long. Um,
Centimeters. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry, there was an M. I just got confused. I'm not wearing my glasses. Yeah, centimeters. All
Oh.
right. Um, he was really pale. His eyes were just like popping out. He had really long fingers. I mean, you can imagine his wife how happy she is. And he had this he was really skinny and he always looked like he was sick, you know? So, one day he was doing a concert around Europe and one of the fans had to leave the concert. Well, I don't know why they called it a concert. I mean, well, I was listening and doing research about him. They kept on calling it concerts. I don't know why.
Uh,
So, yeah.
what do you mean? What's the confusion here?
I mean, how is it a concert if it's just one guy playing a violin?
Yeah, it's a concert.
Sure, I would say it's just a place where do you call the opera a concert?
I don't know about those details, but fuck it. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, it could be a thing. One day you're just
I mean,
going out.
what else are you gonna call it?
I don't know, man. I mean, if there's just one guy just playing the violin, not singing, I mean, like that's just like, hey, I'm going to have a good time, sire. Would you like to join me? Why, yes, quite right. Yes, where are we going? We're going to listen to Nikolai Paganini. He's going to play in one of his famous instruments, which is the violin. Fascinating. Let me see.
Yes, he does happen to be a sickly child at the age of 12. Yes, with an odd, slim figure. Yes, he sounds like a genius indeed. Let's go.
Go. Dorothy, me and Jonathan will be back shortly. I believe, how long is it? It's 6 hours, Saya. Yes, yes, 6 hours. I'll be back in 6 hours. You better not leave the house or I will beat you to death, woman. Because at that time you can actually beat your own woman. So,
Yeah.
one of the privilege of living back then. So, Paganini, yes, Paganini. One of his fans had to leave the concert is because he actually now I don't know if this is true or not, but he saw the devil whispering into Paganini's ear, all right, and helping him play the violin.
Who saw what?
One of the fans that was in the front row, all right, while
Ah,
he was
okay,
attending, he
yeah.
saw the devil whispering into Paganini's ears, all right, and helping him play the violin. Now, Paganini, why was he so advanced at that time when he reached the age of 7 and his teachers couldn't keep up with him? Because there are like some notes on the violin you can't hit at the same time, but Paganini himself was able to hit two notes at the same time. It's just like, oof, a magical finger. That's what his wife, I'm pretty sure, started to claim to the press. She's like, "Oh, Paganini, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah, he looks like a dead skeleton, all right, but he can hit my notes if you know what I'm talking about. It's impossible to do it to some men, but this dude, oof, he just makes me feel like I'm the happiest and luckiest woman alive."
And then he died.
Well, he died at the age of 54, to be honest. He lived a really long
That
life.
is that is exactly double the age of 27.
Exactly.
This guy had a good deal, whatever it was.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He didn't make the deal. His mama made the deal.
Did she die at the age of 27?
Oh, she died really young after she gave birth to him. So yeah, he
Yeah,
wasn't
sure, fuck it.
27 per se, but I'm just telling you a story about people that make pact with the devils. Now, I'm gonna tell you another incident that happened with Nikolai Paganini at his concert, and one of his fans why he had to actually fuck off from the concert per se. Um, while Paganini was playing, all right, he was playing really fast that the strings on the violin just like got cut off, okay? And imagine there are like no strings on the violin, but he kept on playing like there are still strings attached to each other on the violin, and there was music coming out of it.
Why would there be no strings on the violin?
Because he how can I say this? He cut the bitch out, while he was playing really hard and intense, that the strings were like they couldn't stay attached, and they start like, they got bye bye, motherfucker. We can't handle your playing. So there are like no strings anymore on the violin, but he kept on playing like there are strings. He didn't notice that the strings got cut, and he kept on playing, and there was like music coming out. The violin was still producing sounds and music from it. And one of the fans said that they saw the devil standing behind him, helping him to create a sound out of nothing. And Paganini didn't even notice that there were like no strings anymore on the violin.
What year is this in general?
Well, I would say it was in the early 1800s.
I call. Yeah, fuck it. Continue.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you fucks with it, right?
I'll talk about this when you're done.
All right, all right. So, at the age of 54, May 27th, 1840, he died in Nice, France. Now, Paganini is by far the best violinist at that time, and some say he changed what do you call the game of violin and how the understanding and how to play it and blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah, yeah.
And he has a child called Achille Paganini.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, no one knows
Yeah.
about that dude. No one knows if that's a dude or a girl. No one fucking knows. I mean, like when you search about it, there's just like you fucking click the name, look at it, and there's a picture of a woman and a dude with a beard and Paganini himself. Uh, that's all. They give you the uncles, the grandparents, and the aunts. That's all they give
Uh,
you.
Is the name Achilles?
Yeah,
Could you
Achille.
pronounce Achilles? Okay.
Yeah, Achille Paganini. That is
Okay.
the son or daughter's name that no one knows about. And yeah, that's the pact that his mama did with the devil and made him famous, but pale and looking scary as a motherfucker. Oh, and he did had a lot of sex, so he was living life.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Is that it? Is that it about him?
yeah, that's all that it is about Paganini and the devil licking his ears while he was playing the instrument.
First
Yeah,
of all, I don't care if it's the 1800s. If some guy in a massive concert in front of a genuine massive audience fucks up his own instrument, yet the music is still coming out, he would be lit on fire the fucking that very day. They're not gonna fucking just be okay with this. Second of all, the worst witness is that kind of witness. Oh, I was in the crowd and I saw it. I was up front. I saw the devil behind. Yeah, no, that's people talk shit all the time throughout history. You can go on today's fucking courts and you'll hear not the craziest shit, but bullshit. The obvious bullshit. Oh, I saw him, Your Honor. I saw him. He shot the dog behind the counter, and his buddy was trying to rape the register for some reason, and all this shit. And it's just shit upon shit keeps being thrown out. So like, I cannot take anyone from any crowd seriously when this kind of shit is being talked about. Another point, the 1800s. Who else are they gonna blame other than the fucking devil when someone is really good at something?
gotta
You get
say,
me, my dude?
you make some really good points.
Yeah. It's just that, I keep hearing this stuff and I have my own opinions on the matter, and there's no way I'm gonna believe it. But God, just look, coincidence happen. People die at ages. Of course, that that that's the general generation of rock stars. They're gonna die young in general because they don't know what to do with their life. They've had massive success at a very young age, and they definitely don't know how to handle it. People are people are not better at handling fame and success well today. Look at all these young kids with the fucking rap musics and the scheiße. They get a little famous, and then they put the number 69 on their foreheads. This is what they do with success. They don't know how to actually deal with it. So people do crazy shit, except that people today might not, go insane on drugs and alcohol. That's just difference.
Okay.
It was just the way to deal with it back then. There's a little more everything. Plus, like, and on the other hand, don't forget, 80s, 70s, the U.S. cocaine land. Everything was cocaine. People had cocaine everywhere. Cocaine was literal candy all over the fucking place. So that's the easy go-to thing. Anyone can have cocaine. A lot of communities, not community, the whole society was just drenched in cocaine because of some dude with a thick mustache from South America.
The legend himself, Pablo Escobar.
Indeed, and many others not as famous.
Sure, but the most famous that brought cocaine to everyone, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, the real sugar daddy.
That's what. Okay, that was really nice. The real
Thank
sugar,
you. I'm very proud of myself.
aren't we all?
But yeah, no, like today, think it's the hard drugs are supplemented by the not so hard stuff, like marijuana, maybe even hash to some levels. Like, the U.S. is now drenched in marijuana in comparison to what it was before, but
Yeah,
that shit doesn't kill as much.
yeah, exactly. Just take a little puff of smoke of a good joint, and you'll be
Yeah,
as
that's
high as.
that's what they do, and then they don't actually overdose on it.
Yeah, in
I'm
order to
pretty,
overdose on weed, you have to smoke 400,000 grams of marijuana in one day, so you can overdose in it.
and if you're going that hard, I mean, you're making pacts with not with yourself, not with the devil, but they are worse than what you could be making with the devil at that
Exactly.
point.
I agree with you, man. 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the end of the episode. For the first time, we're gonna say, or I'm
Holy
gonna say,
shit! It's
yeah,
been an hour. Yeah.
oh my
Continue.
God. All
Yeah.
right. The end of this episode, is just one thing. Tell us, what the fuck do you think about the 27 Club and the people making pact with the devils and selling their soul to the devil? All right. Like, for the love of God, just write anything in the comment, even if you say Daddy Pie is gay and Daddy Randy is sexy. We don't care. I just want to hear everyone's opinion about this kind of topic that we discussed about. And yeah, for the love of God, is it too much to ask to leave a like? I mean,
Yeah. Maybe it is. I don't know.
yeah, it could be. It's hard to say. Oh my God, I have to use this mouse or my finger on my phone to press a like. What if a child dies in Africa if I don't do
Hey,
this?
I once touched the mouse trying to press a like on a video once, and I ended up on Pornhub somehow.
Oh my God. So that's why no one is like dropping a like.
Yeah. They try to, but the name of the podcast doesn't have Pod Daddy. They're definitely gonna end up, in
Pornhub.
mysterious places on the internet.
Yes, yes, I do agree with you on that part. Yeah, yeah. All right. Drop a like if you want to enter a Pornhub.
Dude, fuck those people and their likes. Yeah, drop it if you do. Drop it. Don't if you don't. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So this was Daddy Pie and Daddy Randy with you, entertaining you one more time with one of the most useful information we can give you. And Daddy Randy, anything else you want to say before we hang out?
Don't make deals with the devil. Don't. Just run away when you see a big black figure messing with your instruments, if you know what I mean, in the middle of the street. Just run away. Just escape with your life. Just because they vanish doesn't mean they're gone for good. You know?
Wise words by Daddy Randy. All right, fuckers. Bye.
Bye.